Hi guys, we are still at IFA and we was at the booth of the sports camera in the market. It's not only any sports cam, it's the brand who invented sports cam. And I was lucky enough to get a representative. Just please quickly introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, my name is Isabel. It's very nice to meet you. I am in charge of media relations for EMEA, as we call it, Europe, Middle East and Africa, so that's me.
By now we have a product portfolio and one of them is the renewed GoPro Hero. We had the GoPro Hero in review and it was, for its price, like 130 bucks, the best entry-level action cam I could imagine. So you refreshed it and updated it. What did you change?
Well, I'm glad you said that it was the best one and I didn't have to do that. So we have two entry models at the moment. One is the Hero, which is the entry model, and I'm really glad that you said you liked it. Super glad you loved it. And the next one is the Hero Plus LCD, which, as the name suggests, is the same as the Hero, only it has an LCD screen in the back that makes it super easy for you to frame your shot and to also review the images that you've collected on your SD card. And it's just an easy, entry-level, non-expensive camera.
Does it come with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi?
It comes with Wi-Fi, the Hero Plus LCD.
Okay, so you can control your image with your smartphone anyway.
Exactly.
That's great.
Yes, the app is downloadable for free and it makes it super easy for you to connect your phone to your camera. You can remote control your camera, get the right shot, and also transfer images from the SD card to your phone.
So I'm an Android user, I can use this app?
You can use it with Android, iPhone, or Windows Phone.
Windows Phone? That's the first. I think that's the first time someone on that fair told us their app is compatible with Windows Phone. So, but there was a bigger announcement in 2015 with GoPro, and it was a new camera which totally broke the design language GoPro spoke so far. It was the GoPro, help me?
HERO4 Session.
Woohoo!
So it's this little thing that I have on my wrist. And for the first time, like you said, we've changed the form factor. So we've gone away from the bigger square. And this camera is basically the size of what the lens was before. It is, like I said, it's a lot smaller. It only weighs 74 grams, so it's very small. And also for the first time, it's waterproof without a housing. So you can go 10 meters underwater without any problems. After that, you might need a housing to go diving any deeper.
That's sold separately.
That is sold separately. It's also much easier to use. We only left one button, so if you push the one button just once quickly, it'll start filming. If you push it for longer, it'll start taking picture in a time-lapse mode. You can preset all of these settings with your app when you connect it with Wi-Fi to the app.
In terms of storage, how much storage can I get in there?
So this really depends on what SD card you put in there. I have a 64 gig SD card in there that already takes a lot. I think they go up to 128 at the moment. That's as far as I know in that size.
Okay. So we have different price ranges, different designs and different features.
Right.
What users are they for? Let's say the GoPro Hero. What typical user are you targeting?
So this is a funny one. There's a lot of talk about this, and we have thoughts on who should buy this camera and how do we want to market it. But what it turns out is, and I know I've noticed that you started this conversation by saying this is a sports camera. So we've kind of noticed that it's no longer just a sports camera. It's more and more becoming an everything camera. For extreme sports, they're also using it parents are using it to record their baby's first steps. We have an accessory that helps mount the camera on a dog, for example, so you can see the world from your dog's perspective. So the thing is that we thought, okay, we made this sort of for our athletes, because what else happened this year is that we started a partnership with Tour de France. So for the very first time, you could see images from inside the peloton of the different riders racing against each other with a point of view from a rider. That was never before possible, because you had the closest you could get was with that motorbike that follows the Tour de France. They can't get in the middle of it. So we thought we need a camera that is really for our athletes, right? It's a lot smaller, the wind resistance is minimal, because with the Tour de France guys, every little gram counts for them. So we made it super small. It's a lot closer to whatever you're mounting it to, so to your helmet or to the bike in that case. And we started off by thinking, okay, this is going to be a great back to the roots sports camera, but we're noticing when we're selling it that everyone who uses it, loves it, and I'm not just saying that because I'm the marketing, but it's super wide.
Yes.
Because it is, so you can put it in your pocket, it's super easy, it's waterproof. I use it a lot for outdoor activities because you can jump in the water, come back out, and you don't have to worry about a thing.
That's great. So what you said is true, because 1 year ago, I didn't tell you so far, but I started a topic, I didn't upload it because I wanted to grab some data, GoPro in real life, because we always see these really high quality video footages, but I wanted to look at how people use the GoPro, and I found people like doing interviews with it. So just today I got myself a microphone, and I will try that. We are on Oktoberfest this year, and I will grab my GoPro HERO4 Silver and try to do some interviews with it, just to check if that's really true and if that's really possible. Some people, if they're on a fair like this, but it was in Gamescom last year, they just put it on their head and film the whole fair and what they're doing. They're going out partying and have it like on their shoulder just to grab moments of the evening. So that's really an additional nice use.
It's true. Yeah. And we noticed that, of course, we noticed that more and more, that musicians are using it to get angles like from the guitar filming themselves or from the microphone stand. But the thing that you mentioned about interviews is absolutely true. If you want to interview someone by having a conversation and making it as natural as possible, it's always, and no offense to your lovely colleague who's taking this video, it always makes it a little less natural that there's someone with a camera standing there. But if you have this little thing just standing on a table somewhere, it becomes a more natural conversation and it's less intrusive. The same is true for concerts, right? There's a band playing on stage, the musicians don't want to have big cameras in their face, so you just mount a camera on the guitar, on the microphone stand. The viewer doesn't have a cameraman in the way. You can have you're a lot closer and a lot less intrusive with a small camera.
I myself tried to do an entire review with the GoPro for Silver of the Xiaomi Yi Action Cam, don't be angry.
That's okay.
And it worked really well. I had a little problem with the focus, but I think if one tries enough, he will get a trick of it, so he will handle it right. What's your personal favorite use of your GoPro?
So my passion, my absolute passion is mountain biking.
Okay.
So I love going downhill, racing my bike just down crazy mountains, and that is really what I use it for the most. When I do that, I wear a chesty. So I put the camera here on my chest and it films out, but you can still see my hands with the handlebars. So I love doing that. But I have to admit, I'm striving for Instagram fame.
Okay.
So wherever I go, I try to take the most awesome photos of anything that I can find. And it's true that it's just crazy what difference it makes to have a good camera on you. You can make all kinds of stuff look good.
Okay.
So even if I'm lying by the river in Munich where I live, you can make it look like you're in the Côte d'Azur in the sunshine. So it's really, it's not really limitable. Or even, as you said, going out at night, this one's a perfect going out. Yeah. You can even drop it in your drink and film from out of your drink.
That's a nice perspective.
Yes, I'm telling you, you should try it.
So you said you are hunting for Instagram fame. What's your Instagram account?
Oh yes, I have lots of followers. So it's my name, Isabel Pakowski. Come follow me.
Follow her. Follow us, Nerdbench, too.
Follow me.
Both.
Okay, fine.
So, what's next? What are you heading up to with GoPro, if you can talk about it?
Well, there are things I cannot talk about because, we're always improving our products, we're always working on innovating, and there's some things that we don't talk about. But there are a couple of things where hints have already been dropped. For example, that we're going to be releasing a quadcopter, which is going to be a huge thing, and it's going to be released next year.
Okay.
So we still have a little bit to go. That's going to be very, very exciting. I think it's gonna hit. And we're also starting to work with virtual reality 360 video. So we've started a partnership with a company called Color. They're now working together with us, and they actually developed the software, the stitching software. When you take the 6 GoPro cameras, take one shot, and then they stitch it together so you have a 360 view.
We saw that on the fair here. It's somewhere, but without GoPros for whatever reason.
Because we do have one on our booth. You can go have a look.
Okay, we will take a look. We talked a lot of content and creating images and videos. You introduced a new feature last year to highlight your favorite moments. What's that about?
So basically, for example, when you're surfing, I'm really terrible at surfing, but just imagine that you're good at surfing, I don't know. And you go out and you might have your camera already on, and because you don't want to worry about it the whole time, you paddle out, and then after 5 minutes you catch a wave, and then the wave is over, you sit on your board again, you paddle back out. If you don't mark the time when you hit that wave, you're going to have to look for it for a long time. Now, maybe surfing is a bad example because it's pretty obvious in your footage when you surf, but for example, mountain biking.
Okay.
When did I go over a jump, or when was a cool spot?
Yeah.
The footage looks super similar, and then if you have to go looking for it, it's a long work. So by highlighting it, you can go use our software. We have a free editing software for download from our website, specifically to work with GoPro cameras, but it takes any MP4 format. You can download that, and then you will be able to see the highlights tags in your timeline, and then it makes it much easier to edit your clip into a super cool GoPro video.
Okay, I think it's available for Windows and Mac?
Yes.
That's great.
It's available for both. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it if you don't mind, since you already started me on it. It's something that we aim at both very, very beginners and people that are a little bit more advanced. For beginners, what we have in there is something called templates. So you can preload a template that's based on some of our most popular videos, and you can see how many cuts you need, how much time you need for it, how much material. You can load the template, and then all you have to do is drag and drop the footage in there. It's already cut to the music, it already has slow motion, everything in there. So it basically takes you 3 minutes, and then you have a GoPro style video with the music you love and the slow-mo in there, so you look like an absolute pro.
Nice. Thank you for your time, Isabel. We will take a closer look to the GoPro Session in the future, so please watch out for our videos here on ITX Tutor or nerdbench.com. My name is Simon for nerdbench.com.